listening to some of my girlfriends talk, and this is what I came up with. As a child, I was often told to stay away from drugs, but nobody told me why. I was told they're bad for you and to you, and you get hooked chasing that original high. But at the age of 17, I took a hit of a drug that changed my life. I was like a crackhead walking around in the daylight with a flashlight. The more I allowed this drug to penetrate my veins, it shook me to my core. But it felt so good, yet so bad, I just had to have more. I was doing everything to keep getting that feeling, no matter how bad it made me look. The first time I had a hit, it gave me a euphoric out-of-body experience. I must admit, I was hooked. My eyes would sometimes look like I hadn't slept in days. My hair was a mess. I was so small, I was losing weight, and I would lie to my family and say it was stress. Those that knew me knew I was lying, and I had become addicted to something. But every time they would question me, I would never answer. I just left them wondering why I had allowed myself to succumb to something that would ultimately be the death of me. But the question I always asked myself is, will I let this be the death of me? I knew I was stronger than this thing that I had allowed to take over my body, my mind, and my soul. I knew I was stronger than this thing that I had allowed to take control of my body, my soul, and my mind. But in the darkest hours of my life, it was the inner strength within me that I simply couldn't find. I decided to do something different. I had to get my life back on track and in the right direction. But the more I tried, I yearned for the way it made me feel and its false sense of affection. I knew that drug didn't love me or put me first like I did for it. Days would go by and I thought I was okay, but I was fiending for another hit. One day I was strong enough. One day I said enough is enough. I turned and walked around. I turned away. One day I said enough is enough. I turned around, walked away, and never looked back. No rehab, no professional help. I did it on my own, and I must say I got a lot of flack. Mental torture, physical anguish, and a lot of verbal abuse. I had more to live for, and my body was special. This drug I could no longer use. That part of my life was over, and I was happy and feeling free. I'm clean, feeling unrestricted, and I can smile with nothing hindering me. What was I addicted to, you might wonder? Well, there's no need to ask. That drug will never force me again to wear that superficial mask. Heroin, crack, cocaine, marijuana, my choice was neither of the above. The drug I became addicted to was the one they call the imitation of love. Oh!